when I meet the top players of India and some of them across the world, I ask them, do you follow the ChessBase India channel? And when they say to me, yeah, sometimes we do or sometimes we do not, based on our time, I tell them, look, you must follow it, because there are sometimes many analyses that are being done which could be useful in your games. Of course, I am joking sometimes, because the grandmasters and all are pretty well prepared. However, there is some truth to it. For example, on 26th of October 2018, I had made a video of Praggnanandhaa versus Ravi Teja. It was quite a popular one. It has around 9,500 views. And there I had shown how Praggnanandhaa played like Mikhail Tal, or you could say even like Alpha Zero, to beat Ravi Teja. And it was a brilliant game, but it was a correspondence game that was followed all the way up to nearly 23 moves. And I thought, okay, Praggnanandhaa was able to use that in the game. Now I made a video, some other people also made videos on it. There was analysis about it in ChessBase magazine. It was all over the place. So this won't happen again, I thought to myself. Well, it turns out it did happen again. And who was the person who won this game was none other than Praggnanandhaa's sister R.Vaishali. So it's a good time to revise, or you can say refresh our memories of this game. And it all started with e4, and it was a Caro-Kann. Advanced variation, bishop f5, h4, h5, c4, e6. Here you take the pawn after knight g3, bishop g6, and it's important now not to take on c4, because this is possible to play, but the aggressive line is bishop g5, queen b6, and to take on c4. So in that video I had mentioned that you can play knight d7 and long castle, which is a very much playable position, but black would like to take on b2 because it's the most principal decision, and in comes knight ce4. You cannot play queen b4 and take on c4 because of knight d6, and queen b4 is just a bad move in this position. So knight f5 is logical. You could even take on e4, but knight f5, you don't want to give up your bishop, and here white castles. After knight to g3, here it's important to add the intermediate move rook to b1. Queen a3 is kind of forced, because if you were to play queen b1, bishop e4 or knight e4, b7 is hanging. So queen a3 and here fg3. The question is, what exactly is happening? A free piece is hanging here. Why did white give it up? Why did Vaishali give up? Well, Li Xueyi, who is the black player rated 2305 from China, just took the piece, but in came rook into f7, a stunning move, because now if you take king into f7, you can rook b3 is strong, but also rook into b7 is very powerful. This is just winning. So queen into g3 was played, rook f2, d5, and believe me, all of this was played by Pragg versus Ravi Teja. Queen e1, and now you are threatening queen into e4, rook into f8, so bishop f5, and in comes bishop into e6. You cannot take because this is hanging, so queen into f2, queen into f2, bishop e6, d5. We are still following the game, queen c2, and here comes the first new move. Ravi Teja had played bishop e7, and after takes queen c7, bd7, e6, the game had ended in a win for white here. But Li Xueyi plays king f7, and the end was faster. King g8, queen g6, bishop c5, king h1, bg4, and now it's a mate in 3. Check, king here, and rook comes in. There is no way to stop rook to h6 mate. So I didn't go through the game very deeply, because here you can see Praggnanandhaa versus Ravi Teja video, which I would like you guys to click and watch it, and I have analyzed it in great depth. At the same time, the moral of the story is, please do follow the ChessBase India YouTube channel, because you will get some very interesting and highly original analysis. I cannot blame the Chinese player, because YouTube I don't think works in China, but at least we all, if you are in any other part of the world where YouTube works, then please do follow us.